I'm not ready.
Well, you better be, because we are live. Welcome to the Anime Madness podcast. I am your host, HenDiddy. I am joined here tonight with KillerKush 412.
Yellow.
I'm also joined here with the Kushmaster,
Hello.
the pervy man himself, RaginSage,
Was good.
the head of the Jaeger is Taco,
Howdy doody.
and the crackling bone man himself, on a special day for him, Skeletony.
Hello.
Happy birthday, Skeletony.
Hooray. Don't start singing, it's copyrighted.
It is Skeletony's birthday, so if you want to wish him a happy
Wishing it
birthday in
back.
the chat. And today we are going to be doing Best Fantasy Anime.
Hello, Lady Sage.
Hello, Lady Sage. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, all these guys are links to their Twitters, except for Kush, he doesn't have a Twitter. It will be in the description, and Cope and Kush's Twitches will also be linked in the description. Same with our Discord. And if you want to get yourself some Rogue energy and join the Rogue Nation, our discount link is in the description as well. Or you can use code TheMadness.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get on into this. Best fantasy anime. Alright, before we get into this, actually, I want everyone's predictions on who is going to win. So, if you're able to look at your Discords right now, go ahead and look into the characters chosen. You will be able to see. One second. Where did I put my pen? Be able to see the ones there.
Here.
So, starting off, Cope, what is your prediction for this week's winner?
Wait, we're going to characters chosen?
For
Okay.
each winner?
No, just the final. Like, who's winning the whole thing?
Oh, the final?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the final matchup will probably be Full Metal and Berserk.
Well, who do you think's going to win it all?
Oh, wow. You give Berserk a lot of credit in this podcast.
That,
Full Metal.
I don't know, because I already know if Berserk is in the final that both you and Tony are going to vote for Berserk. Me and Taco are most likely going to vote for Full Metal, and that leaves Sage and Kush that are up in the air. Actually, Kush might vote for
You already know what my vote is.
Full Metal, yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
So
You put
that
it,
would leave
put it in all
Yeah.
that would
metal?
leave Sage up in the air with a final decision vote. So yeah, I mean, for me, I would say Full Metal.
All right. Kush, how about you?
This is. I would agree with Cope. He had really good reasoning behind that.
Full Metal?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Sage, how about you?
So it's probably possibly Full Metal, and I want to go toss Black Clover in there. So I think that's on this list, right?
Yes, it's ranked third. So it would actually face Full Metal
Okay.
before the final.
Oh,
But we're
we're
not
gonna
looking
push
for,
it to a draw, and then
We're not looking for a final matchup. We're looking for who's winning it all. Like, what's your
Okay.
prediction on who's winning it all?
okay, I'm pushing for. I'm gonna think Black Clover, but
Black
no,
Clover.
no,
I
I'm
like
gonna
your
say Full
thinking,
Metal.
Sage.
Full
I
Metal?
like your thinking.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm saying I'm gonna say Full Metal because I know y'all.
All right. Taco,
The majority
how about
here.
you?
I know y'all.
Black Clover.
Black Clover.
I like your thinking, Taco.
And Tony, how about you?
There's I have all the faith in the world that Berserk is going to win. However, I also know you guys. So, I'm going to put it to Black Clover.
Proper thinking, Mr. Tony Montana.
All right. And my prediction is actually going to be Danmachi.
You see, that's fair, but
So, and chat, if you want to put your predictions in, go ahead and put your prediction in. Who do you think is going to win this week? The contestants on Best Fantasy is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the Fate series, Black Clover, Noragami, Maji, Claymore, Danmachi, or if you don't know the shortened version, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Wonder Egg Priority, Fairy Tail, Berserk, K, Log Horizon, Blue Exorcist, Helk, Goblin Slayer, and 7 Deadly Sins. And while we're waiting to see who they think, I'm going to roll this nice D6 in my dice tower and see who is going first. Of course, I am 1, Tony is 6. And here we go.
I'm not 6, I'm 20.
And 4. So Sage gets to start us off this week with our first matchup being Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood versus the 7 Deadly Sins. Full Metal Alchemist having a 9.10 out of 10. 7 Deadly Sins a 6.84 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I saw a thing for the Four Knights of the Apocalypse getting an anime.
Yes, it is coming out, I believe, winter. So
Ooh.
January, look for the Four Knights of the Apocalypse. More than likely going to be a Netflix only series, just like the parent story.
Yeah. It also looked a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. Like just
so
off the art in the start, it looked like
I'm
it was higher quality.
I'm 9 volume. Well, the art of the anime looks a lot better than the final season of 7 Deadly Sins did, and I think it's because they finally got with a good animation studio.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the manga, there are some good bits, but the best part of it, at least for what's released in the English volumes, is the good part of it is just starting because Meliodas is about to fight.
Ah, okay.
I mean, his Tristan, Meliodas' son, and Lancelot, Bond's son, are actually probably the best 2 characters, and they are 2 out of the 4 main characters. There are 4 main characters in the new series, which is Percival. I can't remember the other one's name because she recently just got brought into the story, like in halfway through volume 8. Tristan and Lancelot. And of course, a slight spoiler, but I'm pretty sure everyone probably knows this. The villain of this story is King Arthur of Camelot.
Fair.
So now, Sage, what is your vote for?
I'm gonna toss my vote for Full Metal.
Full Metal?
Yep.
Alright, Taco?
I'll go Full Metal.
Full Metal? Tony?
I'll vote for Full Metal.
Alright, I'm also voting for Full Metal. Cope?
Full Metal.
Alright. And Kush?
Full Metal. That's sweet.
Full sweep, first one of the night. And Cope, I know you haven't been here. I don't know if you watched the previous weeks fully through, but instead of the way we used to do the voting, each round I'll re-roll the dice to see who's going first.
That's how it was, wasn't it?
No, we would just go next round, Kush will have first vote. We're still doing it like that within the individual rounds, but it would stay with the same 2 starting people through the entire bracket. This time, like round 2, it'll be a new roll. Round semifinals, new roll, final, new roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So moving into match 2, we have our number 5 seed versus our number 12 seed, with Maji at number 5 with an 8.02 out of 10, and Log Horizon at number 12 with a 7.51 out of 10. Kush, you have first vote this match.
I have absolutely no context to either of these shows.
So Log Horizon is similar to SAO. Actually, I think it's more similar to Gate than SAO, because SAO they get trapped in the game. For Log Horizon, they actually get isekai to the game world. But I can bring up the synopsis real quick. So here's Log Horizon synopsis. In a blink of an eye, 30,000 bewildered Japanese gamers are whisked from their everyday lives into the world of a popular MMORPG, Elder Tale. After the game's latest update, unable to log out. Among them is a socially awkward college student, Shiro. There's an E at the end of Shiro, and it threw me off. Whose confusion and shock last only a moment. As a veteran of the game, he immediately sets out and explores the limits of his new reality. So it's pretty much like SAO, but actually an isekai. And then Magi, or Magi, however you want to pronounce it.
Would it be Log Horizon Destruction of the Round Table?
No, I believe it's just Log Horizon.
Okay. I was looking
There's
for it on
two-
Funimation. It interested me immediately.
Yeah.
It immediately interested me. I see 3 seasons on this, if that helps. Probably not it.
Oh yeah, and
thank
Taku Hokai is the 3rd season. That's Destruction of the Round Table is the 3rd season.
Oh, okay, so it has all 3 seasons then. Okay, so that is exactly what I want to watch. Okay, cool.
Alright. So for Magi, not so long ago, mysterious structures called dungeons began appearing all over the world. No one knows what they are or how they came to be, but adventurers and armies around the world instantly took interest in them. Thousands set out to explore the dungeons, but so far, not a single person has returned. In a Parthian port, a young boy is about to make a name for himself. Sinbad is a good-natured, strong, and craving adventurer. A kind deed leads to his meeting with Yunnan, an energetic and enigmatic traveler who is far more powerful than his frivolous personality lets on. Yunnan instructs Sinbad to attain the power of the king and change the world by conquering a dungeon. The eager boy readily accepts, setting out on a grand adventure he so craved. Taking place 15 years before the events of the original Sinbad. This is covering Sinbad's youth, so this is the prequel of Sinbad's youth.
Okay. So, I am going to have to go with Log Horizon.
Log Horizon?
Hmm.
Nope.
I'll go with Log Horizon.
Log Horizon? I am voting for Magi. Tony?
Same here.
Taco?
Magi.
And Sage.
I'm gonna toss it to Log.
Log?
Yep.
So we are tied. Chat, we need your help. Who is winning? Log Horizon or Magi?
Okay, I'm gonna quit watching Log Horizon now.
What, did you watch the first little bit of it?
Yeah, I started watching episode 1 as you were talking about it, like halfway through the description. I was searching for it on Funimation.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
So we got one vote for Log. From
that
Sage.
sounded great.
I haven't watched it yet, but it is one that I really want to watch. Plus, I believe it's on my scratch off. I know Magi's on my scratch off.
Okay, so I've seen nothing of it, obviously, but like the first 5 minutes is pretty interesting.
So on the
It jumps right off.
on the Isekai Rap Cipher by Rustage, they actually have a verse for him. Here we go. Here's the verse. Here's the verse for the MC. Abyssal Shaft Raid came to party. Haters like Demikaz, I got them salty. I got a smart mouth, they want to harm me. Staff of the Wise Owl, I got it on me. We got keen edge over about any team. Buff up the gang, and I'm nerfing my enemies. Thornbind hostage, you better stop it. Glasses that shine when I'm strategizing, no one's surviving. I'm 23 and I feel like a king. I got a shoddy do anything for me, do any and everything for me. I think her name is Akatsuki. She call me master and get on her knees, beat anyone up for me. Astral hypnose 'em to sleep. I might pull up on a griffin, boy, I'm as fly as can be.
Bro, that's great.
Blonde Girl also votes for Log Horizon, so Log Horizon will win 5-3.
Okay.
Moving on to match number 3, we have our number 3 seed with an 8.12 out of 10 versus our number 14 seed with a 7.38 out of 10, with our number 3 seed being Black Clover, and our number 14 is a newer one. There's only 9 or 10 episodes out of it so far, and it is Helk. So I know everyone here knows what Black Clover is, so I'll give you a little rundown on Helk. Helk is the name of a human hero who participates in a tournament in the demon realm to find the next demon lord. And he's doing this because he is, quote-unquote, fed up with the way humans are doing things and rather live among the demons that he was given hero status to defeat and protect the humans from than live with the humans. That's pretty. And there's one point where the tournament has to get canceled because Helk himself and the tournament headrunner, I can't remember her first name, but she's part of the Vermilion household of royal demons. They get teleported to a deserted island. A whole big war breaks out with the humans and the demons because the humans are able to create heroes, make every knight a hero, and when they die, they respawn with all the knowledge and experience they gained from that battle.
Okay, so hey, I'm really sorry to like randomly interrupt you, but my dog's running in circles by the door. So I can't promise like 5 minutes, but I'll try and hurry up, kind of thing. If you want to continue without me completely, just know if Full Metal's in the vote, that's my vote. With that
What's your
being
vote for this
said,
one then?
okay, what are the options? Sorry, I was trying to get ready to take her out.
Black Clover and Helk.
Okay, it's definitely Black Clover.
All right.
That being said, yeah.
Alright.
I'll try and hurry. Sorry.
You're good. All right, Sage, what is your vote?
I'm voting for Black Clover.
Taco?
Black Clover.
Tony?
Black Clover, yeah, Black Clover.
I'm also voting for Black Clover. Cope?
Black Clover.
And we have our second sweep of the night with Black Clover sweeping Helk. Match 4. I feel like I'm going to have to give a description for both of these. We have our number 6 seed versus our number 11 seed. At number 6 with a 7.74 out of 10, we have Claymore. And at number 11 with a 7.54 out of 10, we have K. Yes, the name of the series is just K, the letter K.
Fair enough.
So Claymore is the little sister of Berserk. It's a more shonen version of Berserk with female leads, basically, and not as much R-rated content as Berserk. Basically, it's a organization of women warriors who wield claymores, so they get dubbed the name Claymore by the normal folk, and they protect the normal folk by battling these demonic beings called Yoma. That's the precipice of the story that I can say without spoiling anything. Tony knows why. But in the anime, it doesn't get into a lot of that other lore stuff that me and Tony know about, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, they still did a really good job on the series. For it being a 2006 anime, the animation was phenomenal. And every fight scene looked good. K. Oh, how do I describe this? I think it's better to just bring up the synopsis. And I screwed that up. I think it's just better to bring up the synopsis of K. Alright. Kings are individuals who have been bestowed with incredible supernatural powers and granted the ability to recruit others into their clans. Protecting the lives and the honor of their clansmen is an integral part of the king's duties. After a video depicting the heinous murder of the Red Klansman spreads virally, the unassuming student Yashiro Isana is accused of homicide. Now, a manhunt is underway for his head, bringing him into contact with the infamous Black Dog, Kuro Yatogami, a skilled swordsman and martial artist determined to follow the wishes of his late master, the Seventh King. Meanwhile, the current Red King, Mikoto Suo, faces his own imminent demise as he searches for Yashiro narrows. But during Yashiro's struggle to prove his innocence, a greater conspiracy is unraveling behind the scenes. Clouds begin to appear in his memory, and close friends start to question his very existence. What began as a simple murder is now leading towards a full-blown war between kings, with the very state of the world at stake. That is the synopsis of K. And if we look here on the image I have here, the one with the umbrella, that is Yashiro. The one in the blue, I can't remember his name, but I know Johnny Young Bosch voices him. It is Reishi Munakata. The one with the red hair is actually the Red King, Mikoto Suo. The one with the long black hair is Kuro. And the one in the front is Neko. Yes, her name is just Cat. So, with that said, we'll go same order we did last round due to Kush's absence. So we'll start with Sage.
I'll give my vote to Claymore.
Claymore?
Yep.
Taco?
Claymore.
Tony?
Claymore.
I'm also voting for Claymore as much as I love K. Cope?
Kind of debating here. Do I use just the pity vote for fun?
Well, I
Or
don't
do I
think
vote
Kush is
Claymore?
going to be back for this match.
So it would be the pity vote.
Yes, indeed it would be.
Fuck it. Let's throw it out there. Pity vote.
We need a sound bit for pity vote.
I will try to find one.
Yeah, we don't have anything that can be used for pity vote. Or,
Bruh.
I guess works for now.
I'll literally find one that will say pity vote.
Or we can get it, or you can just record it. You go, pity vote.
Yeah, no, I don't like the way my voice sounds, so I won't be able to stand hearing myself talk. Why do you think I barely watch any of our videos? Like, I watch them, but I don't watch them for long because I can't stand my own voice.
I feel that sometimes. But I kind of have to watch through the recordings to make sure they're good to post and upload. With that
So it's
said,
just torture. You're forced to listen to yourself. It's torture.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, the past couple I didn't really have to because we try to keep it to a minimum, like stuff that we could possibly get hit with something for. But
Well, I mean, we don't do anything like copyrighted or anything like
No.
that, and then we try to keep it PG-13. So
well, technically,
Keyword is try.
yeah, because technically PG-13 is allowed one swear word.
Well, I done fucked that up already because that was just two right there.
Well, gosh darn it, Cope. You're not supposed to unsay them swear words now, are you?
What in tarnation?
What incarnation?
What the hell?
The best part is hell, damn, and a couple other aren't counted in that count. It's ones like fuck, shit, bitch, all that.
Well, you done fucked it right there
All we
too.
just
so-
get done saying.
Ours is
What
more.
the shit is this?
We're like that. We're like that border. We're like that rating between R and PG-13.
We're M for
Yeah,
mature.
we're like PG-14. We're PG-14.
Well, there
goddammit.
is one that's TV-14, but TV-14 is literally PG-13 still.
Kinda. Yeah, for the most part.
With that said, Claymore wins.
Nah, it's
4-1. Going into match 5, we have our number 4 seed versus our number 13 seed. And our number 4 seed with an 8.05 out of 10, Norogami. And our number 13 seed with a 7.49 out of 10, Blue Exorcist. Do y'all need a rundown on Norogami?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Don't all answer at once now. Jeez.
I said
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
yes. I would love an explanation.
Well, here we go. In times of need, if you look into the right place, you just may see a strange telephone number scrawled in red. If you call this number, you will hear a young man introduce himself as the Yato god. Yato is a minor deity and a self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of having millions of worshippers, without a single shrine dedicated to his name. However, his goals are far from being realized. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen apiece, until his weapon partner becomes fed up with her useless master and deserts him. Just as things seem to be looking grim for the god, his fortune changes when a middle school girl, Hiyori Iki, supposedly saves Yato from a car accident, taking the hit for him. Remarkably, she survives, but the event has caused her soul to become loose and hence able to leave her body. Hiyori demands that Yato return her back to normal, but upon learning that he needs a new partner to do so, reluctantly agrees to help him find one. And with Hiyori's help, Yato's luck may finally be turning around. So
Sounds interesting.
that's the rundown of Noragami. Everyone knows Blue Exorcist, right?
Mm-hmm. At least I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Satan's son becomes an exorcist. It's literally like the whole gist of the story. His goal is to kill
So
Satan.
bad.
There. His goal is to kill Satan. I forgot about that bit.
Oh, his
Trying to
shonen
kill
goal.
his
Well,
papa.
So Blue Exorcist isn't bad. It just got screwed over
But
with
it's
its
not
second
good
season.
either.
It got screwed over with its
Oh,
second
I got
season.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, the first 25 episodes
Yeah.
were great. The second season, the Kyoto Saga, screws it up. Now, I didn't get that far in the manga yet, so I don't know if the flashbacks that were different in the second season are true to the manga or not. Because I know they changed. The biggest thing they changed in the Kyoto Saga was the flashbacks of the stuff that was supposed to happen during the first season, and then the Kyoto Saga is supposed to take place before like episode 23 in the first season. So it's all out of whack. With that said, it's not a bad story. So, Cope, you will be starting because Kush has yet to return.
Blue Exorcist.
All right. I am going to be voting for Blue Exorcist as well. Tony?
Yeah, the blue guy is the Blue Exorcist.
Do you even know why it's called Blue Exorcist, Tony?
He's got blue fire.
Do you know what the blue fire represents?
No, not at all.
That's Satan's fire.
That's cool.
Satan has a different color fire.
Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that it's cool. So
Taco.
I vote for the blue band group.
And Sage.
I'll vote for Blue Exorcist.
So Blue Exorcist sweeps 5-0. Moving into match 6, we have our number 7 seed with a 7.64 out of 10, Don Machi, versus our number 10 seed with a 7.57 out of 10, Berserk. Tony, before you say anything about my prediction on who's going to win, there's a reason behind me thinking Don Machi's going to win.
I mean, yeah, you can think that.
With that said, everyone here knows about Berserk. We don't have to rant on Berserk's cock again, I don't think.
Nope.
With that said, this is actually a cool matchup because the newest season of Don Machi, a character in it, kind of had a Guts-like story, and it made me connect with that character a lot, and she became my favorite character in the entire series because of that. With that said, does everyone know Don Machi, or do they need a little rundown on it?
I'm definitely going to need a rundown.
All right. Life in the bustling city of Orario is never dull, especially for Bel Cornell, a naive young man who hopes to become the greatest adventurer in the land. After a chance encounter with the lonely goddess Hestia, his dreams become a little closer to reality. With her support, Bel embarks on a fantastic quest as he ventures deep within the city's monster-filled catacombs, known only as the Dungeon. Death lurks around every corner in the carnivorous depths of this terrifying labyrinth, and a mystery power moves amidst the shadows. Even on the surface, survival is a hard-earned privilege. Indeed, nothing is ever certain in the world where gods and humans live and work together, especially when they often struggle to get along. One thing is for sure, though. A myriad of blunders, triumphs, and friendships awaits the duality optimistic protagonist of this Herculean tale. So pretty much the gods descend from heaven to live amongst the humans. While living on the mortal plane, they cannot use any of their powers except the ability to grant power to people in their familia. And it basically makes, like, each family is considered a guild, is like a guild, kind of. You have the Hestia family, you have the Loki family, you have the Freya family, you have the Hermes family, you have the Hephaestus family, and all of these other ones.
That's a pretty cool story, I'm not gonna lie.
It's really good.
I liked it in season 1. Got me really hooked. Season 2 was pretty good too.
Season
3 was a little wonky with the change up, but it wasn't bad.
Well,
it was just like, okay, I didn't expect that. That's a cool
Season
twist.
3 was the red light, was the Ishval arc, wasn't it?
That was the latter half of season 2.
That was okay. That's where it started to get a little for me until like the final showdown.
Fair. Oh, but that final fight was
final showdown was so good. Freya showing up on the scene.
I love what Freya did to her. Just
Yeah.
like Stone Cold. No, you're dead. Goodbye.
The top adventurer of that familia too, turning out to actually be a good person.
Uh-huh.
Great, beautiful. The first half of season 2 was the Apollo arc.
Yeah.
Season 3 was that was the Intelligent Monster arc.
Uh-huh.
Season 4, part 2 is by far the best part of the series so far.
I mean, season 4 as a whole was good. The second half was good.
Second half was amazing.
But think if the first half didn't happen, the second half wouldn't have happened.
True.
So you can't just say second half was good because the first half built up to it.
I think the reason why I say the second half is because of Ryu's backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
that just it gave me so many Guts vibes, and it just hit on a whole nother level.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not, and this is my opinion. You can have a different opinion. To me, it's not even near the same level of Guts because there was no betrayal of those close to her. She lost them. She feels that pain.
Yeah, I know
But it's not the same pain.
It's not as bad as Guts, nowhere near. The only
Yeah.
character that comes close to that type is Subaru, for completely
But it's
different
still-
reasons.
Yeah,
But
but
it
it's still it's
gives
super
you
bad for her. Yeah.
vibes. It still gives you vibes of the Eclipse.
Exactly. It's just only slightly different as it was not just a ton of monsters and a betrayal, but
Yeah, it's more PG, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's PG.
Well, no, it's definitely not PG.
It's not as
But it's
gruesome.
not as gruesome and brutal as the Eclipse.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah, we'll
said,
give it that.
Sage, you are first to vote.
Tony, I hope I put a smile on your face. I'm a vote Berserk.
You did.
Taco?
I'm gonna second that vote. I'm going Berserk as well.
It's a huge ass smile on my face.
Whoever's gonna stream up right now, you can probably see like
Happy birthday, Toby!
I
Got your
s-
vote.
if Tony
Votes for Berserk.
Tony, I don't even need to ask you. I know what your vote's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
My vote's also for Berserk. I did not see this coming. That's why I predicted Don Machi, because I figured you guys would take heed of Don Machi and be like, holy shit, that sounds awesome. And last but not least, Cope, what is your vote?
This irks my soul. Berserk.
Did you just say it hurts your soul?
I said it irks my soul.
irks. Okay, I
Yeah.
think you said it hurts. No, irks is okay. I'm okay with that. I already know your opinion on Berserk, but I understand. It's not for everybody.
Thank you for understanding.
This
However, that's just hilarious that you said that.
is unexpected. So my prediction is out the window now.
That is the only reason I voted for Berserk.
To make
I
sure I
voted
was
for that
wrong
because
2
it's
weeks
Tony's
in a row.
birthday.
Well, Berserk sweeps Don Machi.
Bro, I've only had my camera on.
Dude,
you can see the
Dude,
biggest
I
smile
am
on my
so cheesed right now with a smile on my face. I was not this is a huge shock to me. Berserk has never swept. The only time it only won one match before, and it barely won that.
Oh shit.
This is only its second match win. Like,
Did we just hear that in the background? I think that was Kush.
we'll have to catch him up.
Are you talking about the all shit?
Yeah.
That was funny.
And that was Taco.
Oh, was it Taco? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Taco right next to you.
Moving into match 7, we have at number 8 seed with a 7.62 out of 10, Wonder Egg Priority. And at number 9 seed with a 7.59 out of 10, Fairy Tale. So I'll pull up Wonder Egg Priority and give y'all a rundown on it.
I watched it. It's been a while, so I don't really remember much about it. It's just
Ooh.
it's really weird. Like it was really good when I was watching it until the last episode, but it was really
Definitely an interesting. Definitely an interesting title.
You see that a lot in anime. But with that said, I'm reading FLCL.
Yeah.
Talking about weird, I'm reading the omnibus of FLCL.
yeah.
What the fuck? It's all over the place. I can't even describe like how weird it is. Like I told Cope, I'm like, Cope, the next thing you're reading is FLCL. Because I can't fucking put in the words what the hell is going on.
Interesting.
It's like it's only 15 chapters. You have one chapter where they're doing something and then it ends before they finish doing it. And then the next chapter is a completely different scene with the characters doing something completely different.
Very interesting.
With that said, the synopsis of Wonder Egg Priority. Following the suicide of her best and only friend, Nagasaki, or not, no, Nagase, Ai Oto. So, following the suicide of her best and only friend, Kyoto Nagase, Ai Oto is left grappling with her new reality. With nothing left to live for, she follows the instructions of a mysterious entity and gets roped into purchasing an egg, or specifically, a Wonder Egg. Upon breaking the egg in a world that materializes during her sleep, Ai is tasked with saving people from the adversities that come in their way. In doing so, she believes that she has moved one step closer to saving her best friend. With the dangerous yet tempting opportunity in the palms of her hands, Ai enters a place where she must recognize the relationship between other people's demons and her own. As past trauma, unforgettable regrets, and the innate fears hatch in the bizarre world of Wonder Egg Priority, a young girl discovers the different inner struggles tormenting humankind and rescues them from their worst fears. So I think the mystical powers of the egg and that dreamscape is what makes this get the fantasy tag.
At 100%. 100%.
Because other than that, it seems more like a slice of life.
Supernatural.
Like
no, supernatural.
Well, yeah, it has these psychological supernatural theme.
Yeah, no, that's if there was no fantasy world for the eggs, it's supernatural only. Like that psychological supernatural, no slice of life. They
Well, it
barely do
has,
slice of life
it has
things.
drama. It doesn't have any supernatural tag other than like the psychological thing.
Yeah, no, there's no slice of life to it.
So was this?
As we're talking about it, I'm remembering it.
This was a good adaptation.
I don't know the source material, so
There is none.
I don't know. There is none.
No, it's original anime with a sequel.
There's a sequel.
Yeah, it might just be an OVA.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's one episode.
I thought it was great.
It's a 46-minute special.
Ooh, I thought it was great until the last episode, because the last episode kind of threw its continuity into the drain and made it really weird.
Well, it's done by Cloverworks.
That makes sense.
Well, Aniplex was on it too.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. They like these four girls all meet up to buy eggs from. I believe it's the guy sitting underneath the umbrella in the back there. They basically what they do is they go and stop people from committing suicide. Like they go in and they stop it. They help them get over their traumas. However, the more they do it, the more they're faced with their own demons. And by the time they got to the end was just all of them saving each other. Or I should say, them saving themselves.
That's not bad. But
No,
the way it
but the
was
thing is-
executed was probably bad.
Yes, because literally the episode did not like it was jumping all over the place, trying to follow that like that plot point, but in such a way that it just like I watched the episode like 3 times. I still didn't understand what was happening.
I'll have to watch it soon then. I think it's on my binge list.
I think so.
Maybe I took it off.
I think when we first talked about it, I think you added it, but it was like low priority because I told you that it had like the ending kind of ruined it.
Yeah, so it's not on my current binge list, and there's so much on here right now because you figure, 2nd season of Bastard, 4 seasons of Bungo, 2 seasons of Regular Ragnarok, 4 seasons of Baki, Elfen Lied, Excel Saga, 300 plus episodes of Gintama, Sonic X After School, 3 seasons of Bakuman, Nichijou, 6 episodes of She and Her Cat Everything Flows, My Isekai Life, and Gamera Rebirth, which I believe is only 8 episodes. It's brand new.
Cool.
I have a lot more in my reading list than I do on my watching list.
Wow.
But then again, I'm not going to be watching Bakuman, Nichijou, or Insomniacs After School until I finish reading them.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Insomniacs After School, it's just until I catch up to where the anime left off. Then I can watch it.
Yeah.
So I'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta go grab my food. But I'm just gonna throw in the early vote for Fairy Tale.
All right. He was last anyways this round.
Perfect.
So, Sage, you're up first.
I'm tossing my vote also for Fairy Tale.
All right, Taco.
Fairy Tale.
Tony.
Methinks Fairy Tale sweep.
Well, you would think wrong.
You're really gonna vote for it without having watched it?
Yeah, I actually am because Fairy Tale.
It sounds interesting to you.
It sounds a lot more interesting than Fairy Tale does for me. And I've read all of Fairy Tale. I'm 4 volumes into the sequel series. Now, the sequel series is starting off really good, but it's also really confusing.
Fair.
And I think I need to read more of it to understand more of the confusing tidbits. And it all deals with the White Mage.
I don't know who that is.
You know as much as I know now.
Oh. Cool.
There's
Their
a white
name is the White
mage.
Mage.
And they're on the same level as Zareth.
Ooh, okay.
That's like all we know about her.
Interesting.
And she can also manipulate people's memories to make them think other things and turn them to her side and against everybody else. So basically Tsukishima.
Oh my god, again?
Basically Tsukishima. Not again, because they did it before Boruto did it.
When I say again, I mean like Tsukishima, like appearing, like not,
Yeah.
like Tsukishima's power appearing again,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it's basically a Tsukishima thing, and she's the counterpart of the Black Mage, also known as Zareth.
Okay.
They were the only two. Actually, I think so far they described her as stronger than Zareth.
Interesting.
So, but the concept of them going to beat the four or five legitimate sons of the 5 strongest dragons in the world is pretty fucking cool. That's what the Sentry quest that Guild Arts went on was. To slay these 5 dragons. You have the legitimate son of Igneal, the son of the earth dragon, the son of the water dragon, the son of the wind dragon, and I believe the son of the lightning dragon is the last one.
Ooh.
So, but all things aside, going off the main series of Fairy Tale, I have to go Wonder Egg priority. It piques my interest a lot more. And Fairy Tale, there was a lot of parts where it's just like, get on with it. And it wasn't even filler parts. Like, even parts in the manga that I was reading, I was like, come on, get on with it. It's kind of like how I feel during the elf arc of Black Clover.
Fair.
Leading up, like, not the Eye of the Midnight Sun part, because that part's really good, but the elf arc, like, right before the reincarnation happens, and then during the reincarnation until the final battle, was just like, come on, just get it over with.
Sounds like bits and pieces of One Piece.
You're not wrong. Long Ring Longland,
Yeah,
Long Ring Longland was definitely one pre-time skip that was just like, come on, get it over with. Fishman Island, post-time skip.
Another fair one to say that, yeah.
The only good thing about it was Luffy's 1 feat during the arc. That was like the best part of the entire arc. Those are the only 2 like. Oh, Rainbow Mist filler, but if we're talking just canon stuff, those are the only 2 arcs parts I can think of One Piece.
That's also right now. I'm sure if you had time to think on it, you could think of some more things. Like
I'm
not
normally
gonna
right
lie.
on the spot with One Piece though.
I'm not gonna lie. I think for myself, when I was watching Thriller Bark come out, that was kind of
So
Thriller Bark.
Thriller
Was kinda slow.
That's it wasn't bad. It was just it did like it felt like it was a bit stretched.
It did feel
I felt like the
stretched.
pacing
Like,
of
it
Thriller
had that
Bark was
thing.
weird. Like I felt like there was like a stretch of like inaction and then boom, everything all at once, and then one
Yeah.
stretch of inaction and then boom, everything all at once.
I think Oda needed something funny because of what was coming up, or what
Mhm.
just happened with Ennie's lobby.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair to say that with
Because
Brooke.
if you look at all the arcs, the arc that has the most comedy. Now Oda is normally a genius fitting in comedy during serious parts.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
With how
just look
serious
at
Annie's lobby was.
yeah, and there was still comedy in
Yeah,
that.
just look at Luffy.
Like you still had like there were still comedy bits. Like you look at Nami's fight, there was comedical bits in that. You have Sanji and Zoro's fights had comedic bits in them, and that was probably one of the most serious arcs pre Marineford. If not, it was the most serious arc pre Marineford.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
So I feel like Oda was like, I need something funny, like something that's just straight comedy because of what just happened, and what came after Thriller Bark was Sabaody.
Yeah.
And then Amazon Lily had a little bit of comedy, but then you had Impel Down, and you had heavy hitting arcs back to back to back after Thriller Bark. So he's like, I need something that's just funny. And he tried to do it better than he did Long Ring Longland, because Long Ring Longland was supposed to be that like comedical build up to a serious arc, and it flopped. Thriller Bark was another one, but I feel like it was just a little too much comedy in there. With that said, Fairy Tail wins 4-1. And moving into match 8, we have our number 2 seed with an 8.22 out of 10, animated by probably the most cinematically beautiful looking studio there is, Ufotable, the Fate series, versus our number 15 seed with a 7.34 out of 10, the second darkest series on this list, Goblin Slayer. And we'll just start with Sage again, since I don't know if Cope has returned, and I don't think Kush has returned. So, Sage, do you need any background for either of these?
I'm actually gonna need background for both.
All right.
Sadly.
I'll bring up Fates. I'm just going to go off the Fate Zero one because it's one of the best parts of the Fate series.
Okay.
It's also the one you would watch first. Oh, it's
back.
It's one of the best ones, and it's also the one you would watch first because it is first chronologically.
Okay.
So, with the promise of granting any wish, the omnipotent Holy Grail triggered 3 wars in the past, each too cruel and fierce to leave a victor. In spite of that, the wealthy Eisenburn family is confident that the 4th Holy Grail War will be different, namely with a vessel of the Holy Grail now in their grasp. Solely for this reason, the much-hated Magnus killer Kiritsugu Amaya is hired by the Eisenburns with marriage to their only daughter. Where'd Taco go?
I don't know.
He had to restart his device.
Okay.
He's just having some technical difficulties.
Oh, Kush is back.
I've been talking for the past 10 minutes.
Did anyone hear Kush?
I blame your mic.
It showed my mic was moving, like it showed my name when I was talking.
Oh, we didn't hear.
I don't know.
Nothing.
Well, when you were saying something about the last vote being 4-1, I'm like, well, what's the other one? Maybe I want to vote for the one vote and give it 2.
So going back to what you missed, I have to go back a couple slides. So we had
How many did I miss?
You missed 3.
Shit, my bad.
No, you missed 4.
God.
So the first
Okay,
one, the
my
first one
bad.
you missed was Claymore versus K. Claymore won 4-1. You missed Norogami versus Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist swept. You missed Don Machi versus Berserk. And go ahead and guess who you think won this match.
Which match?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon versus Berserk?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
You'd be wrong. Berserk swept.
Damn. I thought it would be like one of those you would be surprised kind of thing. So I'm like,
I was surprised. The reason I picked Don Machi to win the whole thing was because I figured only me and Tony would vote for Berserk.
Fair.
Then you missed Wonder Egg Priority versus Fairy Tail. Well, you didn't really miss it. You're just muted for it. But Fairy Tail won 4-1.
What else? Okay.
And now we're on Fate versus Goblin Slayer, and I was given the synopsis of the Fate series. So
I thought I unplugged my mic. Did I not? Okay.
So we'll back up a little
Either
bit. Solely for this reason, the much-hated Magnus killer Kiritsugu Imaya is hired by the Ezen Burns with marriage to their only daughter, Erisvale, as binding contract. Kiritsugu now stands at the center of a cutthroat game of survival, facing off against 6 other participants, each armed with an ancient familiar and fueled by unique desires and ideals. Accompanied by his own familiar, Saber, the notorious mercenary soon finds his greatest opponent in Kyrie Kotomine, a priest who seeks salvation from the emptiness within himself in pursuits of Kiritsugu. A Goblin Slayer. It's about a man who slays goblins. I'm kidding. There's actually a lot more to it.
It sounded about, the gist.
Yeah. Goblins are known for their ferocity, cunning, and rapid reproduction, but their reputation as the lowliest of monsters causes their threat to be overlooked. Raiding rural civilizations to kidnap females of other species for breeding, these vile creatures are free to continue their onslaught as adventurers turn a blind eye in favor of more rewarding assignments with larger bounties. To commemorate her first day as a porcelain-ranked adventurer, the 15-year-old priestess joins a band of young, enthusiastic rookies to investigate a tribe of goblins responsible for the disappearance of several village women. Unprepared and inexperienced, the group soon faces the inevitable demise from an ambush while exploring a cave. With no one else left standing, the terrified priestess accepts her fate until the Goblin Slayer unexpectedly appears to not only rescue her with little effort, but destroys the entire goblin nest. As a holder of the prestigious silver rank, the Goblin Slayer allows her to accompany him as he assists the Adventurers Club with all goblin-related matters. Together with the priestess, high elf, dwarf, and lizardman, the armored warrior will not rest until every single goblin in the frontier lands has been eradicated for good.
Fair enough.
So we'll start with Kush this time. Fate or Goblin Slayer?
Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer.
Yes, sir.
All right. Me, I am going to be voting for Fate. Tony?
Goblin Slayer.
All right.
Ooh.
Taco?
I'm gonna go Fate.
Sage?
I'm also gonna go Fate.
And his
Ooh.
Coke returned.
Yeah, I've been here.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't know
cool.
you were back.
Sir
I
Coke.
wouldn't have skipped you.
I said I was back about like 5 minutes ago.
Did anyone hear Coach
Right.
say he was back?
Yeah, no, I
You know,
didn't hear you. Same
I'm
thing
gonna
happened
say this.
to
He
me
could have,
when I
and I
came
just wasn't
back.
paying attention. So
No, I didn't hear him either.
Yeah, it was right before you went back and told Kush who won what rounds or
I think
matches.
we
Oh
were.
yeah, no,
I think we were all
I
caught
didn't
up in
hear you.
like what the hell was going on with Cush's mic that we couldn't hear him.
no, I just wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I was
So,
paying attention and I didn't hear you.
What's your
my
vote?
vote.
It
is
might have
Fate.
been the same thing.
Fate. So Fate wins 4-2 to round out round 1. So the rest of y'all's predictions are still in play. Mine was the only prediction that got the boot.
Oh shit. I'm hoping for Black Clover, but I know it's gonna be Full Metal.
Well, they don't face each other this round.
Oh, I know. But
It'll be a semi-final matchup, I believe. But based on what you guys normally vote, I see it having an easy trip to the semis.
that is fair. Well, we also threw you a curveball earlier. We can always throw more.
If you threw a curveball on this vote, I would be shocked. I can actually see another
Hey.
one getting to the semis that I wasn't expecting to get past the first
Long
round.
girl, that's mean. Don't say no one listens to Cope. I listened to Cope, I just wasn't paying attention at the time.
Well, you're the only one.
I tried.
Did somebody?
Hey, Cope knows I don't listen to him half the time in Apex either.
Which is why we lose.
We don't lose all the time.
Damn.
I'm almost at 30
We get
wins.
lucky.
Okay, several of
He
those
said
wins we
that
did not get lucky. We
said
both
when-
played our asses off those games.
But when we
Well,
do,
see, whenever you do listen to me, you end up bitching at me because I say there's somebody behind you, or hey, there's somebody coming up behind you, and you're like, I'm dealing with the guy in front of me. I'm just
It's a
letting you know
valid
you're gonna
reason.
get fucked in the ass. I say that to Icy, and you know what Icy does? He moves out of the way.
Okay, the
Whoa,
one
whoa,
one time
whoa.
one time I did say something like complain about that was because I was in a corner and couldn't go anywhere.
I was just letting you know that you were about to get utterly fucked in the ass, okay?
did they or did they not spit?
L or no L?
Oh my god. Exactly. That's what I was getting to.
All right. In round 2, match 1, we have Full Metal Alchemist
I'll take it.
Brotherhood.
No for you, huh?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood versus Log Horizon. And time to roll the value
Damn.
D6. 2. Cope, you're first.
Well, this is fucking easy.
Yes, it's phenomenal.
Full Metal.
Kush?
Yeah, so what the other guy said.
You hear that, Cope? You got demoted to the other guy.
That's so mean.
Oh, man. No,
It's
I just had to word it funny.
Sage?
I just had to word it funny.
I'll make that a third one. Yeah, what the
See,
other
now
guy
you're
said.
now you're just being a follower.
Taco?
No.
Gotta go with the other guy said there.
Full Metal.
Alright. Tony?
Full Metal Alchemist.
And I'm also voting for Full Metal. Full Metal
Yeah.
sweeps again. And in the second match, we have Black Clover versus Claymore. I have first vote this around, and I am voting for Claymore. Tony?
Oh. Claymore.
Taco?
Black Clover.
Sage?
I'm also at Black Clover.
Kush?
So what the other guy said.
Sage, you're even demoted
Black
to Black
Clover.
versus the other guy.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
Ah,
You better watch it when you visit next Kush. You're gonna get murdered.
Yeah, Kush.
Cope?
I'll put you up on top of the fridge.
you know
What?
what?
He's short, Tony. He's short.
It's
Can I
short.
get a
That
pass?
doesn't mean anything.
What?
Your last vote,
You're
Cope.
gonna be hiding on the fridge, motherfucker.
I didn't hear you vote.
Yeah, I voted for
He was
Claymore. I was
first. He was
vote.
first. He was first.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's 3-2.
Okay, if you walk in and you see Sage on the fridge, you know why.
I mean, if you're on the fridge,
Black Clover.
No, Sage. He'll be hiding from me on the fridge.
So this
everybody's
is how
gonna
I
collapse
thought.
my fridge.
This is how I thought the Don Machi Berserk round was gonna go. Black Clover wins 4-2. That's how I thought Don Machi versus Black Clover was gonna go. Or not Black Clover. Don Machi versus Berserk.
Fair.
Moving into round 2, match 3, we have Berserk versus Blue Exorcist with Cope has first vote.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again this round. Blue Exorcist.
Kush?
I will also vote for Blue Exorcist.
Sounds like he's being a sheep right about, but okay.
Sage?
Bah.
Happy birthday, Tony. Berserk.
Oh, the smile. It returned.
Taco?
Yes.
Berserk.
Tony?
Berserk.
And my vote is also
The man-
for Berserk.
That man is crying behind that camera.
Turn it on! Turn it on!
No. No, I'm not turning it on.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Oh, for Sage's top
Wait.
16?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next week.
So Berserk wins 4-2.
I'm waiting for it to get to the final round, only for
And
it to
this
get
is
crushed
this
in
is the
its dreams.
furthest Berserk has ever made it in one of these brackets.
Yep.
Berserk has never made it to a semi, or no, it made it once. It made it
Who
to a
was it
semi
against?
one. I think it was
Oh,
my
it
top
was against
16.
Code, I think it was Code Geass. It was
Code
against.
Geass, yeah. That was the only time
To be
Berserk
fair,
made it to the semis.
to be fair,
fair,
losing to
it was
Code
Geass.
Geass is okay because it's
I mean-
Code Geass.
I'll give it.
I
I'll give it.
I can't argue that one. Code Geass is also in my top 5. Actually, I think it dropped down. I think I dropped it down. I can't remember my own top list anymore. I have so much other stuff in my head. So yeah, Code Geass actually dropped to 8th on my list now.
Oh, that's a bot. Yep, that's a bot. Hold on. How do we moderate this thing? Hope, I need help.
I got it.
How do I moderate this?
I'm
Okay,
trying
yeah,
to get
no.
into the mod screen. It's loading.
Oh yeah, the mod screen. That's it. Yeah, no, that's a bot right there.
Fuck, I forget how to get to the mod screen.
The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best.
Oh,
Auto
it
on.
literally says
Incredibly
mod
flexible. Convenient. Order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to dodgehype.com. No one go there. It's not even a real hyperlink. It's literally just, it says dot, like actual dot. That's horrendous.
Alright, now I just need to figure out how to delete the chat. Is it? Oh,
What?
there we go.
Got the ban.
See, now it comes up. I already clicked the ban on them before.
Bro, what in the actual...
Weird.
Alright,
Okay.
that's taken care of.
Get out of here, bots.
Yeah, Code Geass dropped to 8th because my number 5 is now Vinland, 6 is Fire Force, and 7 is Ava.
Once again, completely fair choices. So
And JJK might pass up Haikyuu shortly, depending on how the next couple chapters go.
ooh, interesting.
I gotta read today's chapter still. Moving into our last match of round 2, we have Fairy Tail versus Fate. And my vote in this one is going to be for Fate. Tony, you're up.
Ooh, it's me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Fairy Tail. It's gonna be going into Fate.
Can't beat that animation of Fate. And the thing is, it's not like Demon Slayer where the animation carries. The story is a 10 out of 10 as well.
Yeah.
Taco?
Fairy Tale.
Understandable.
Must really like his friends.
No, I just really like Fairy Tale.
He's in it for the plot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Fairy Tail's got a lot of that plot. Sage?
You guys are thinking with your heads and not the ones on your shoulders.
No, Taco.
No, I don't even watch anime for that.
Well, why not?
No, it was just the
I don't
way
have
it was
to.
Well,
worded,
we know what Tony
they were
does.
saying.
Did you say you know I am? Come on now, only half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least you admit it.
Hey, when I watch High School DD, I'm strictly watching it
Interesting.
for the plot.
Listen, that show has nothing but plot, so
Speaking truthfully about that show, it does have actually a really good plot. Like the actual plot
Yeah.
line.
Well, do some people have two plots, or are you thinking with that on your shoulders?
It's a plot. So High School DD has a plot for both heads.
Oh my god, it's just funny, bro.
So,
I know what that show is. I'm just
Yeah.
fucking with you.
A plot for both heads, but the plot for the head on your shoulders is actually pretty good. Sage, what was?
Oh yeah, well, let me get laid to get stronger. That's fucking.
I'm
You're-
gonna toss
you're-
a vote for Fate.
You're thinking with the wrong head there. Wrong plot. Wrong plot.
That,
Of that story.
that's
No,
that.
Coach is always thinking with the other head. He's never
What?
thinking
No,
with
that's
one on
the
his shoulder.
only plot I know of. Whenever I hear of that show, that's the only thing you
that's
hear.
because that's
So I
the
don't-
most talked about thing of High School
Yeah,
DD.
it's the most,
don't
no
like-
one
I-
talks about the like.
I
main
haven't
actual
seen
plot.
it, so I don't even know if there's a plot to it. All I
So-
know is dude gets glad to get
The main
stronger. That's
actual
literally
the main actual plot of it is main character gets killed by a falling angel for a sacred gear. He gets revived as devil. Then it's devils versus fallen angels. Then it's devils, angels, and fallen angels versus the Chaos Brigade in a massive war. And the main character can turn into the Red Dragon of Destruction.
Who the hell is the Chaos Brigade?
The one that
So what?
Volley's
How's he end
part
up
of?
turning into that dragon? Does he have
I
to
didn't watch
like?
High School
actually-
DD.
Actually, when
I
he-
can't even
So-
ask you that question.
So no, there's multiple different forms. You have single arm, you have knightly armor, and then you have juggernaut drive. Juggernaut Drive is his most powerful and is when he transforms into like the actual size of a dragon. And the way he actually goes into Juggernaut Drive is because of anger, because one of his fellow demons of the House of Gremory gets kidnapped and tormented and beaten and borderline killed, and he goes ballistic because of it.
Oh, cool.
So like the way
You
he
could
goes
even
into his most powerful state has nothing to do with like the other plot. Like the way people talk about him getting stronger, that
I'm gonna
transformation has
word
nothing
this.
to do with that.
I'm gonna word this as PG as I can.
Yep.
So the way the show goes, like, from my understanding, the farther he goes, the stronger he gets. I'm like, so what? Does he like finally get to finish, and like then there's like his final form? Like what?
No. So his final form he achieves through rage, not through not through rewards of the other thing.
Oh.
With that said, what is your vote, Kush?
With this tangent, what the fuck are the options?
Fairy Tale and Fate.
We'll go with Fate.
Fate and Cope.
Fate.
So Fate wins 5-1. We got a pretty dicey semis here. We have the 1, 2, and 3 seeds in the semis.
Wait, did we finish the other half of the bracket?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, crazy. Oh,
this week's going fast.
Yeah. Holy cow. We've become efficient.
We have, really.
Cool.
Long gone are the days where we had 4-hour streams talking about my top 16.
That was like, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to see how long ago that was now.
Season 2 is about efficiency.
Season 2. It wasn't even part of a season. It was a special. Let's see.
Films during the making of
Skeletony's top
season
16 was 1 month ago.
Oh. It's getting on the 2 month though.
It's almost
like in June.
It's almost at 2 months because the wormhole episode that we uploaded right before it is at 2 months.
Yeah, so within the week, I'm sure it'll reach that time frame.
And we're at 1.5K views on Best Parents. We hit the 1.5 mark.
Nice.
Nice. That was a really well timed, nice Tony.
It's always nice to see the numbers go up.
I can't even.
Can't you what?
I can't. I just can't.
That's funny. That was my laugh. If you couldn't tell, I laughed.
I heard the slight giggle.
Non-existently.
I heard the giggle.
Well, that one too. It's a good one.
Alright, semi-final one. We have our number 1 versus our number 3 with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood versus Black Clover. And it is time to roll the D6. And it's a 1. So I am up first. And Black Clover is what I'm voting.
Oh, that's a toss-up from what I thought.
So I'm going to give a little explanation on this. As much as I love Full Metal Alchemist, I've watched the whole series twice. I've read the series. I still believe like it's a perfect story. Like it has a beautiful beginning to end. It is perfect. The way it's written, character development, everything. I still think it is a little overhyped and a little overrated from what the fan base gives it. And a lot of the fan base, it's just like the AOT, the main like big part of the AOT fan base. They downvote other animes to keep theirs at the top. Episode 1074 of One Piece released, and it had a 9.9 rating on IMDb. And then the next day, it had a shit ton of 2-star ratings from people with AOT in their profiles or in their names, just so the AOT episode would be back above it on the rankings.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's the majority of those fan bases. Well, maybe I can't
for those two series.
Fullmetal, I want to feel like that's the minority, but for
It's-
AOT, I can agree it's probably the
it's
majority.
closer to the 50% range for Full Metal. For AOT,
Okay.
it is like the 70, 80 to 90%. But Full Metal is not like when on my anime list, when Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Core 1 held the number 1 seed for 2 months, FMAB fans started down rating it bad and giving it bad reviews to put Full Metal back at number 1. They've done it to Attack on Titan. That's why I think FMAB is worse than Attack on Titan, because they did it to Attack on Titan as well.
Yeah, they're the ones that kind of caused that.
Full Metal Alchemist fans are the reason AOT fans are the way they are.
Can't agree.
Now, like I said, as much as I love the series, I think it's overrated and overhyped for what it is. Like, you're giving it like this. People give it like this Super Saiyan, like original first transformation is Super Saiyan type hype, and it's not that hype.
Fair.
Granted, there is a part of the fan base of Black Clover that are the same way, but it's nowhere near as bad. Plus, I like a lot more of the characters in Black Clover than I did in Full Metal.
Fair.
With that said, Cope, what is your vote?
Full Metal.
All right, Kush.
I'm gonna be a follower with this vote. Full Metal.
All right, Sage.
I'm going Black Clover.
I knew it. My man cannot go against what he wants to win. If I heard that man say FMAB, it was over.
Taco
Black Clover.
and Tony.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm. It all comes down to this vote. I'm gonna vote for Black Clover.
All right, and also Tony, you realize Sage predicted Full Metal to win.
I thought he said no. He said Black Clover.
No,
I didn't.
Taco said
no,
Black Clover.
Oh,
I
Sage
said Full Metal only because I know you guys, and typically it's a Full Metal vote. But I wanted Black Clover, but I finalized my vote as Full Metal.
Okay, my bad.
So
Oh, good.
Black
One of
Clover
those.
wins. So the only ones who have a correct
Don't worry, I'm
prediction
so
so
happy to
far is Taco and Tony.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
semifinal 2, we have Berserk versus Fate. Cope, you are up first.
Hey,
Or, yeah, we're fine. We'll go with Cope. All right, vote for Fate. I am voting for Berserk. Tony?
The smile on my face grew as soon as you said that.
You knew I was
Berserk.
going to vote for Berserk.
No, I know, but it doesn't matter. Like, the smile just as soon as I heard the word, it just like the Grinch grin. Like,
Taco?
His green grew 3 sizes that day. Anyways, my vote.
Yeah.
Hope it gets bigger because we voted for Berserk.
Sage?
I've also voted for Berserk.
And Kush?
I don't want to vote right now.
You're the last one. You got to vote, man.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Berserk.
And with that, for the first time on this podcast, Berserk has made it to the finals
It makes it to the finale. Let's go.
with a 5-1 victory over Fate.
It's letting you know it's gonna lose.
More than likely, but damn it, Cope. Let us have this moment.
In my bones, I'll know.
I thought it
Berserk.
made it to the finals before, like, not as, the show, but as a character
No.
from Berserk.
No,
No,
the
Guts didn't even get close.
The characters never made it to the semifinal. Only the show has made it to the semifinal itself.
Now it's in the final.
And now it's in the final.
Mm-hmm.
In its second semifinal appearance, it finally makes it to the final. With that said, the final is Berserk versus Black Clover.
I don't know why in my head my brain said Blue Clover, but let's not worry about that.
There might be a Blue
Blue
Clover.
It's the
Clover.
sequel.
All right,
It's a sequel.
You're
the last dice roll of tonight's podcast. And we're doing a re-roll. Another re-roll. I'm trying to get it to where it's not the same person.
Fair.
There we go. Taco.
Damn it! I was so hoping it was gonna be me.
You're up first, Taco.
I'm sorry, Tony. I can't go against Black Clover.
No, I know. It's fair.
It shall not be you for another 7 winters, Tony.
Oh, wow, it's a long time.
The Taco votes for Black Clover.
Yeah.
Tony, you're up.
Do you even really need to ask at this point?
Hey, man. Just answer the question.
Berserk.
I am also voting for Berserk. Cope.
Black Clover.
Kush.
I'm pondering for a moment.
Do you want to use your pass? No one's used a pass tonight.
No need.
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right. Sage.
Tony, I hope you have your smile. Berserk.
That was a curveball. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
I mean, he said his like actual vote would have been Black Clover. That's how it got here. It's like he wanted Black Clover to win, but he figured that Full Metal would have won because pretty much.
Look, I've been playing a lot of MLB lately, so curveballs is about all I know.
Oh my god. It all comes down to Kush.
Sage, you should join us on Apex.
I will.
I honestly have been playing Starfield.
That's
I've
fair.
been playing the fuck out of
I'll
Starfield.
vote for Berserk.
Tony just collapsed.
Someone check on Tony.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Tony, do I need
Someone
to drive
check.
down there?
Someone check on Tony.
Cope left.
Go left.
Go.
Tony. Happy birthday, Berserk wins!
Yes. It couldn't
Yeah,
get
happy
any better than
birthday,
this.
motherfucker.
Oh my god. I had a
It can't
huge...
get any better than this.
My jaw dropped.
We couldn't give you a good birthday gift, so we figured we'd give Berserk the dub.
Let's go.
Exactly. It's a package present from all of us.
I'll take it.
Berserk's first win on Tony's birthday.
It couldn't be better. No more deserved day than this.
Someone might want to go check on Cope.
Did he get offline on Discord completely? No, he's still online.
Mm-hmm.
I need him here for the soundboard.
He's in the Apex chat.
He's not gonna soundboard for that.
Come
I'll be
on,
right
son.
back.
He said I'm done. He said I'm gone.
I'm gonna soundboard for it. I don't need nobody.
Are you good?
Yeah, I was literally I hopped in this chat and I was watching the stream and listening to the stream. I'm hearing.
I need you for the
I'm just getting it.
soundboard.
I know. I'm coming back. I was just trying to get the laugh out of it, you know.
Dude, they're like, oh my god, he's in the Apex chat. He's like, he's done.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much just for the effect. I honestly really didn't care who won. I mean, my prediction was right. Berserk was gonna end up in the final.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head back over.
All right, me too.
Back.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh god, that was funny.
So who here has completed Doctor Stone?
I've completed the entire
I'm
manga.
not fully caught up with season 2.
I am to the point of where what's her name cracked open the shit and got the platinum.
Oh, so you're right at the end of
Season 3.
Season 3, Core 1.
The end of season 3.
Core 1, because
Um,
the next
there
season
was-
is season 2,
yeah.
season 3, Core 2.
Whoa, I don't
so do you know an ETF?
Wow, blonde girl. You can't
Winter.
say that kind of stuff. You can't call him short. Not fair.
Okay.
I mean, it's not bad. I'll allow
What?
It's not bad. Yeah, no, but just like, come on now.
it.
At least
What'd you
call
say?
him a dwarf.
I will step on your damn toes.
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna knot their ankles.
All right, all right.
I can say that because I know her.
All right, settle down, settle down, settle down. With all
Listen.
said and done, the winner
I'm-
of best of season 2, episode 4, best fantasy episode, best fantasy anime, and a nod and a happy birthday to Skeletony. The winner is Berserk.
Yeah, baby. Oh. No, that's one of these.
So, Mr. Montana, how's your birthday been?
It's been fantastic.
So Berserk gets its first win.
Oh, there's so much.
For a second, I thought you were still happy and forgot to put the second P.
Oh my
Why
god.
did you think that?
Because I only saw a quick glimpse when you moved it, so I only saw the one.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. We will have this up on YouTube on Wednesday. There was no wormhole this week because an old acquaintance of mine that I haven't talked to in several years actually hit me up. That's why we didn't have a wormhole yesterday. One Piece and My Hero are on break this week, so I don't think we don't have anything recorded for Monday or Tuesday. So we might actually upload this on Monday or Tuesday. So watch out for that. But with all said and done, this Saturday we're going to be doing the wormhole fall preview, looking at what's coming out this fall in anime. And then next week we have the Pervy Man himself, RaginSage's top 16.
Yes, yes, yes.
It took me by surprise. He sent me his top 16, and I looked at it. I was like,
Oh, it
Wow.
had some changes. That was like the third and final list I had made up.
Ooh, nice.
some placements I wasn't expecting. Some are in places where I'm like, really, man? But
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It's really, man.
mhm.
Really?
His whole list was just
Really, really. Like, really,
yeah,
really.
yeah. It was that, and then I got down to number 16, and I was just like,
Bruh.
Oh, I will forget that reaction.
so actually, while we still have everyone here, and this week is done,
No.
it is going into the characters chosen right now. So if you want to check that out, it is in the Discord in literally just a second. Once I put the numbers.
Oh, by the
right
way,
here.
if you want, you could go buy some Rogue.
Yeah, the link is in the description, or use the code TheMadness5 at checkout to get yourself some Rogue Energy.
Yeah, absolutely go do that. And guess what, blonde girl? You can be not okay with how it ended. It's your opinion. However, just know Berserk beat Black Clover in the finals, and Berserk won a final, and where it's deserved. So
It was only pity for your birthday.
sure, Cope.
I would know. I am the pity king.
Yeah,
You vote for
he would
vote for
know.
pity. I mean, you would know, but it's not pity for my birthday. I can feel it in my bones.
All right, in the chat right now is Sage's top 16.
I mean, yeah, it figures. Yeah, figures. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can see why number 16. I was just like,
14. I love 14 a lot. I don't get how it was placed above 16, but okay. And what the hell?
make sure you give the Twitch a follow on YouTube, subscribe, comment, leave a like, hit that notification bell, and we will.
At least it made it in his top 16. Okay.
Yeah,
At least it's made it.
I texted him. He said he's watched like 5 episodes. So I'm like, bruh.
Literally,
Oh,
it's me
my God.
and Taco going back and forth trying to dissuade him on what to do with Bleach.
I told him to not put it in his top 16.
So I was
told him the
going
same
against
thing 'cause he hasn't
Taco.
lost a lot of it.
Yeah. So I was going against Taco and Kush.
Yeah, I
I
feel
see
like
that as a victory for me.
I don't mind it in his top 16.
Oh my
but
God.
After he told me he only watched 5 episodes,
Hey.
I was like, bro, at least just put it in your honorable mentions then.
I'm watching this clip of somebody draw Ace, and then it just transforms into a picture of Ace's face as a donut.
Oh no! That's devious.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
horrid.
All right, have a good night, everybody. Follow, subscribe, comment, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. Let us know who you wanted to win. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Au revoir.
Waiting for Kush to say it.
Well, stay humble, get rumbled.
There it is. Have a good night, everybody.